Wife wanted open marriage. After I started dating, she wants to add more rules. What would you do in my position? 2.5 years ago, my wife, Sarah, asked me to open our marriage. She strongly implied the alternative was divorce. After thinking it through, I said yes, primarily because we do have 2 children. I worked long hours and divorce sounded horrible. So I set up some ground rules. Not bringing dates into our house, not dating mutual friends, acquaintances, family members, or colleagues, and keeping things private. For the next 2 years, I focused on my job and my kids. I worked long hours, little free time I devoted to my kids. I didn't have the time for dating, so I wasn't even trying. I moved to another room because the thought of Sarah having sex with another man, and then sleeping in my bed felt horrible. Our relationship became purely transactional, and we became partners in raising kids. I didn't want to know anything about her sex life. This summer, I managed to fulfill my financial goals. I do not have any debt whatsoever. Both of my kids have enough money in their college fund, and all I have to do is to keep adding some savings every month into the fund I made for their first home deposits. So I did some math and decided to cut my work from 74 hours to just 30 per week. Sarah wanted to get indebted again to buy another house and a new car, but I said no. I used my free time to finally have a vacation I really needed. I took my older son with me to tour US together. Did some renovation work on our house, turned the basement into a man cave, started working out, playing sports, and leading a healthier life. Then I actually started trying to land a date. For me, just having sex with somebody is not my thing. I want to at least be a friend before that. To go out together, watch movies, have fun, and have sex. So I dated a couple of women and found a Jane with whom I clicked. With Jan E, I was going out to concerts, art galleries, comic cons, and movies, and we would boink too. Sarah wanted to talk about my dates. I said no. Then I caught Sarah snooping through my phone and we had a very strongly worded argument. Now Sarah wants to update the terms of our open marriage. She wants us to repair our marriage by going to the counselor. She wants us to sleep in the same room, to go outside and have fun together. Our outside of marriage relationships are to be strictly sexual and nothing else. And we are to talk about our sexual partners. I told her that I was content with the situation as it was and that I didn't mind if she found a partner to go out with. I encouraged her to. And I don't want to talk about our partners. She is holding her ground. At this point, I'm split between trying to fix our marriage and handing her the divorce papers. I need some advice, guys. TLDR, after opening our marriage and me starting to date, wife wants to change the rules. Update. Several people asked for an update on my previous post, so here it is. Me and my wife Sarah had 2 sessions with a couple counselor. The counselor was very dedicated and professional. However, Sarah kept making demands which felt very unreasonable and unfair. She wants to keep an open relationship that is only about sex. She doesn't want to find a job and keep working. She wants us to buy a new house. In every variation, she stubbornly wasn't to have 2-3 of these things. Today during the counseling, she threatened divorce. After counseling, she said the counselor was taking my side and wanted to change to another counselor. Although I think the counselor was just trying to be fair and find a compromise. I talked with the lawyer and started divorce proceedings. She will get the papers in a couple of days. I will give her 2 months to start earning on her own. After that, I'm not giving any money whatsoever to her anymore. P.S. I just wanted to add that I only started working 74 hours a week after she decided to open our marriage. Before that, I was working around 50 hours a week. Wasn't spending my time at bars and clubs either. Helped with chores as much as I could, and I was home and available every weekend.